Update Jan 6, 2021, 3 days later. Hey everyone. First I wanted to say, thanks for all the advice you gave me originally. I asked the question thinking I was overreacting, but as I read some of your responses, especially from those who had traumatic experience themselves, it sort of knocked some sense into me, so I appreciate that. That being said, this was still pretty hard for me, even though we've only been together for 3 months. I know that sounds silly, but it's true. I decided to take the advice of talking to her before breaking up. People wanted to know what the result was, so I'll try to briefly give you the gist of it. Last night we hung out for a couple hours, and to be honest, we really had a great time together, and it was hard for me to even have this conversation at the end of it. I wanted to just move on and ignore the red flag, but I knew it shouldn't be ignored. I brought up the kid she told me about again, but I did it very casually, not like I was going to lecture her or something, so her guard was still down. She started laughing just at the mention of him. She casually told me another story of her friend's antics with him. I then asked her why they liked to mess with him so much. She paused for a second, and then kind of giggled and said, "I don't know, he was just a douchebag." I asked, "Why was he a douchebag? Did he do something to you to make you mad at him?" She said, "Not really. He was just so stupid and naive it was annoying." There was a pause because I didn't really know how to follow up to that answer. Then she continued and said, exact words, "He had no purpose. He was just there to make people laugh." It really made me sad to hear that, because I wanted there to be some explanation that reduced the cruelty of the situation, but there wasn't. I got kind of angry, and I just told her that everything she told me was absolutely horrific, that she should think about how she would feel if someone did these things to her. I said that to torture an innocent person just because it's entertaining is a totally inhuman thing, and the fact that she still has the same mindset today shows how immature she is on top of it. I'm normally not harsh like that, but it just came out. While I was talking, she gave me a look of total incredulity, like she thought I was joking or going insane or something. I told her I can't continue a relationship with somebody like this, even though we had such a great thing up to this point. I actually had to convince her I was serious and not joking around. She thought the real reason I wanted to break up was this minor thing that happened a couple weeks ago. She just couldn't believe that I was ending the relationship because of this. Once she knew I was serious, she got extremely angry, saying that I was just getting off on shaming her because I wanted to abuse her and that I have no right to talk to her like that, and so on. She called me all kinds of names and said how she never liked me anyway and how I'm a loser, etc., etc. But other than that, we parted ways smoothly. I got some angry texts this morning, which I'm saving for a while just in case. So there it is. I honestly feel better already because I know it's for the better, especially considering her reaction. I figured I'd give you this update since everyone seemed pretty interested in the situation. Thanks again.